All right, so for today's thing of writing TTRPGs, I decided to do one about specific is like how to write a bad guy without making the bad guy either this horrible, irredeemable monster or someone that you feel too sympathetic for to want to fight. Because it's one of those things where people tend to go like all in one way or the other, which people will often refer to as that whole white hat, black hat thing. So, how to do it without making your bad guys black hats and your good guys white hats? Well, to be honest, people like to be like, oh well, you're talking about doing the morally gray thing. Well, no, there's actually more nuances to it than the morally gray thing, which is actually one of the things where I'm going to be focusing on here is that in life, people don't necessarily do the best thing due to extenuating circumstances. And the specific example I'm using right now is the people of Travincal, the cult of Zakarum. Now, they end up being the bad guys in Act 3 of Diablo 2. And as you can see, I am currently in Upper Kurast. Actually, you know what? Probably pronounces it Kurast. Not Kurast. Kurast. Interesting. Anyway, though, minor technicality aside. Okay, that is so obviously a reused asset from Act 1. The merger between the well and the area around it is too dirty. And also the well itself just doesn't match the aesthetic of this region. Whatever. Anyway, though. This is what used to be a powerful city until it was destroyed by the forces of evil. And the handful of inhabitants that you see are... Well, that's what makes it a little complicated, is that they're not possessed. They're not undead. They have been manipulated in some way, but... oh, wow, that's a lot of stuff. It's a somewhat more subtle method. And that's where the whole question of how to deal with it would come in if you're doing this in a TTRPG. This obviously is Diablo 2, and even in Diablo 2, it actually had a certain amount of nuance to this, and that's what I personally found to be so interesting that I would use it as an example. See, because in Diablo 2, you can find the object that is forcing the cult of Zakarum to fight you, destroy it, and then when you encounter them in the future, they'll actually not attack you. It's something very interesting because of the fact that you wouldn't expect a game where you literally spend hours massacring everything that moves to actually have that sort of moral complexity to it. What they actually put that in here? Anyway, though. Yeah, it's a class-specific item. They don't know what things selling. Not high enough low. See, this is high level, so I'm going to use it as a magical transmutation ingredient. Anyway, though. So, let's go and take a closer look at what makes up their stronghold. Because that's actually the most interesting part of this whole thing. Right. All right, so this is set up kind of sort of like a it's a reasonable approximation of a real geographic region in that, you know, you have one area, like this is the area is called the Kurast Bazaar. Most of it's unexplored currently because I'm playing online and it erases your maps every time you exit the game. This is Upper Kurast, which I walked around the edge of it because I was trying to find the, well, I think my primary goal was when I started was actually the waypoint, and the waypoint's actually somewhere kind of sort of maybe in the middle. It's an extremely variable thing. But I wanted to clear an area that I could double back to in case I got mobbed by a swarm of enemies. Anyway, though, but while I'm here, I can find the way to Travincal. See, the way to here it is. That wasn't hard at all. But what I was saying, though, is that the way they have it laid out, it goes in a very linear progression. You see, you have Lower Kurast, Kurast Bazaar, Upper Kurast, Causeway, Travincal. Very, you know, straightforward thing because, you know, in real life you don't have multiple regions in the same spot. Ah. Hey, zealots. Tree hulks. These tree hulks are super slow, and using something to chill them makes it almost impossible for them to even get close enough to attack me. I almost feel sorry for them. Almost. I actually feel sorry for the Zakarumites, though. Because they're not exactly evil monsters. They're actually just people. I gotta see here. I can zoom in on one of them. See, these are guys wearing a golden mask that has tusks on the mask. You can actually, as a player, get a mask that looks like that and wear it. Yeah, he took a little longer to kill because this guy was healing him. Those guys actually, the Cantors are actually very dangerous because of the fact that they can use some pretty hefty magic spells on it, which is what you would expect for Priests of Zakaru. Just a stash. Ooh, Grand Scepter. I know, it says crude, but it might actually be high enough value to max out the gold limit for Act 3. Oh. Oh yeah, this is fun. It's like, it's a window that you can fire through, but not walk through. So whoever's inside here is stuck getting shot. Oh well. Yeah, the AI pathing in this game is dumb. Which is why they made it so that if you run far enough away from your mercenary, the mercenary would just teleport to you. Ah, cool. This is what I was saying about getting mobbed. Okay, how did... Oh right, I got hit by Blizzard. That's why I was chilled. Ow, 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 ow. Die. Yeah, I kind of needed my mark for that one. Being outnumbered is one thing, but when there's at least two of you, it makes being outnumbered far more manageable. Now there's a quest where you have to find certain specific holy relics, these are doors to places that you might find the holy relics you're looking for. I already found the holy relic. It was in Upper Kurast. Whatever. Now we are in Travincal. Travincal was, at one point in time, the place where the Holy Order of Zakarum had as their, I guess you could say, Temple City? Temple City sounds about right. Like this structure here is, obviously designed to look like a ziggurat. Now, whether or not this was part of the original design, I'm not entirely sure. You will see structures like that a lot of places. I forgot to kite something before hitting the monster shrine. Somewhere in Travincal, there will be probably... See, it's like monster shrines have a range. Somewhere in town, there will probably be a elite monster that does not have a pack of minions following him. You might be surrounded by a group of other monsters, but you won't have minions. In theory, it should be what was closest to the monster shrine. So finding it as simple as making like circles around here. But I'm gonna get sidetracked. There's a lot of things about this whole thing is that, it doesn't feel like a place that's been abandoned for long. Okay, the whole thing is like blood-splattered streets is a bit sus because of the fact that well, what's the best way to put this? Blood doesn't last that long. Oh yeah, the quest log came up because of the fact that it's one of the things here. It's like, I need to kill the corrupted remains of the High Council of Travincal. Why? Because after being corrupted, they started to guard the orb that corrupted them. Like that was part of the whole corruption thing. Yeah, I also want to kill those monsters before to fighting them. Because the monsters spit acid at you. Oh, he aggroed them. Crap. I hate that. AI was too dumb to get away from the Hydras. Anyway, though. But yeah, it's like, that's the sort of thing you would expect, though, from the people who are supposedly the most powerful members of the cult of Zakarum. They are no slouches in exerting Zakarum's will. Now, I know, it's very much a video gamey thing of, like, these guys are badass fighters because they're high-level characters. When in real-world logic, the concept of being a high-level character, Leech. Yeah, the damage on that's really not great. The concept of being a high-level character is not necessarily equate to combat skill, and that's actually something that you see in some TTRPGs, is that character skills vary in the nature of the skill. Okay, you know what? This time I am going to go over here, and I remember there was a skill shrine over here. Using the skill shrine will temporarily boost my combat abilities and thus let me, not my mercenary unfortunately, do a lot more damage to those guys. Oh, yeah, this is one of those things that happens when you go through the middle you will... Oh, hey, a mask. Yeah, this is the sort of mask I was talking about. See, this one doesn't have tusks on the sides of the face, but it has is like a golden thing and horns and stuff, which will, in fact, make your character look like that if you choose to wear it. See? Kind of looks like a demon's face. It's also a rather high rarity item, so I'm going to sell it later. Now, I could actually use it. Wait. Oh, it was all the way in. Ugh. Whatever. Yeah, I forgot that it was all the way over here. Yeah, in this game, corpses slowly despawn eventually. They don't... Okay, a combat shrine is another option. Like, see here, 16 to 52. But basically doubled my damage output, so hey, let's go and get back there before it closes. Because I don't have a waypoint closer than the Kurast Bazaar at the moment. And because I didn't remember how far away the shrine I was going to was, I didn't open a town portal. Oops. Oh well, c'est la vie. And one actual thing about this is actually pretty good, though, is that it doesn't immediately have them just go back to full health. And I think I did actually kill one of their minions, and that minion's going to stay dead. I haven't figured out where the monster from the monster shrine went. Okay, one of them tried chasing me, got lost. Good to know. Yeah, see, the number one thing with these guys is you want to not engage all of them at the same time. There we go. Oh, stop that. You can't kill the Hydra, by the way. You can circle strafe the Hydra to keep it from damaging you, but you can't actually kill it. An ethereal battle staff. Ew. Whatever. Alright, Kalium's Flail, that's a quest item. Funny thing with Kalium's Flail is that it is actually a usable weapon, and upgrading it to Kalium's Will does actually give you something that is a worthwhile weapon. Oh, stop being cursed.
Skatsim's reign is renewed.
Alright. Hey, stop shooting him. Okay. Flail has been obtained. I'm going to put it in the box. Well, I need it to be in the box later anyways. Now, note how I went straight to the center of Travincal. That was intentional. I don't want to kill all of the Zakarumites because I wanted to do a demonstration. And I'm going to have to find the waypoints later, but whatever. Open town portal.
Once proper ridding Kurast.
Yeah. I completed 2 quests. Thank you. Alright, sell stuff, repair gear.
Greetings.
Wow! It's ethereal, but it still maxes out the gold value that you can get for this act. I don't actually think it has a particularly high sell value. It's probably less than 16. I'm just going to sell it anyways. That's quite a lot of money. This, on the other hand, no, that's crap. Jagged Giant Sword. See, Jagged is a magical affix that is a level 0 affix. Because if you note, there's no character level required. Like, see this here, it says required level 12. This says required level. Oh, wait, it doesn't. The mask. 2 sockets is actually something that you can make it an interesting helm out of, and this is something that has a relatively high defense value. It actually is somewhat difficult to find proper socketed items like this, so, you know. And how we're going to sell this guy the War Sword. Only good if you're a barbarian. Potions I don't need. Oh, crap. No, I'm keeping that. And repair here. Yeah, as a ranged character, see, most of the time when you take damage, it has to be melee or ranged physical damage for it to actually damage your gear. I know, I use damage in 3 different contexts in the same sentence. Oh, almost enough to transmute up on that. I do have enough to transmute up on that. Okay, well, I'll be doing that, I guess. These medium color skulls? Yes. Okay. Well, that's fun. Alright, so, quest items. Take well, this is what I was saying about finding holy relics, is that the holy relics in question were the remains of Kalim. Though it's in here, it's like Kalim's flail, very fast attack speed. This is actually a stupidly fast attack speed weapon. The physical damage on it is terrible, so on a barbarian it would be sucky because barbarian masteries don't enhance lightning damage on an attack. And honestly, it's like the super fast attack speed is the only good thing on this before you upgrade it. When you upgrade it,
Good day.
Dual Leech! The base damage still sucks, though. Yes, yes. Quest completed. Okay, that is an interesting thing with Diablo 2 that you probably aren't going to realize the first time you play the game. And then after you played the game a few times, you're like, oh, that's how it works. And by this, what I mean is, the moment when you realize that a lot of the quests are actually just make work that you have that is functionally just a prerequisite for a different quest. Like, I was going to kill those guys anyways because of the fact that my quest to kill Mephisto requires me to enter the Durance of Hate that those guys were guarding. So it was an inevitability that I was going to have to kill them. Thus, you know, having a separate quest just to kill them.
Diablo and Baal have surely found the temple city by now. They
I
seek
mean,
to free their brother, Mephisto,
Diablo and Baal going to
who
the
is
Temple
imprisoned
City
by
is
the
actually kind
Horadrim
of
in the
sort of the
temple's
reason
guardian
why it's
tower.
in the state it is in.
You must reach him before his brothers do, and prevent...
Can't sell that because it's a quest item. This, I was going to use this as magic find stuff, and it's useful, but I changed my mind. I don't have enough space to keep it around. Having a set of magic find gear in this game is actually useful, but it only actually helps if you're really, really grinding stuff. Yeah, see, now that I have Kalim's Will, oh wait, yeah, see, this is the quest that's like one of the most overarching quests in the entire act. is like acquire Kalim's will and use it to smash the compelling orb. It actually tells you where to find all 4 pieces that you need to transmute into Kalim's will. You find a magic dagger somewhere in the woods, and you acquire the quest by finding the magic dagger. Then you get the magic dagger to somewhere, and you're done. It's very much a side quest sort of thing, and it gives you useful stats or something. This is a very similar one. Is that you find a book in one of those temples that I was looking at earlier? Because like some of the temples will have the holy relics you need for Kalim. However, there's also Lamasin's tome. If you stumble into the temple that has Lamasin's tome, you find it, you take it to someone, and then you're done with the quest. There's no real story behind them. They're just fluff. The golden bird is equally fluff. The Blackened Temple, that's just kill the High Council of Travincal. Like, there's actually only one overarching quest in this, and the overarching quest is actually finding Mephisto and killing him. Alright, so, to demonstrate how Kalim's will works, I'm going to use it. Why did he cast that on me? Usually cast it... Oh, that's why. There's one of the minions left here. Okay, actually, you know what? Here.
Impossible.
Oh, that's right, you have to equip this stupid freaking thing. I forgot that part. Oh, well. I don't think it actually works on the High Council members, but now that that's done with... Now, if I go find one of the Zakarumites will be passive. Or it might be one of those things where you have to restart and I don't think you need to restart for it to trigger. Yeah, see, like the ones that have lightning magic are still attacking me, but the other ones aren't. They're actually just like completely passive and not bothering me at all. But it's a computer game and they're enemies, so I can still kill them anyway. But yeah, that's that demonstration. Oh yeah, I forgot there's a wall. This game has a lot of things where it's like, oh hey, it's a 3-foot high wall that you definitely don't have legs long enough to step over. Definitely. Yeah. Anyway though, that's enough of that example. Hope you guys enjoyed this and found it to be interesting. Diablo 2, one of those games from back when Blizzard actually made things people genuinely liked. Killing these guys after you smash the orb is kind of sad on this. But that's exactly what I was saying earlier about how I actually feel bad about killing these guys after I've smashed the orb, since they genuinely aren't trying to kill me. Oh hey, great helm. Alright, well, that's that for this. See you guys later.